And today we are going to make instruments that you can use to make music at home. You can also bring them outside at 7 p.m. to make some music for the first responders and also the people who are doctors or nurses and are working hard to help us stay healthy. So if you go out and make noise for them, and lots of other people do too, it's a way of saying thank you to people who work really hard for us. So I'm going to show you a whole bunch of different options for making instruments, and hopefully you will try this at home. The first one we're going to make is a guitar, and for that you can use any container, and that is sort of flat, box shaped. So this is a box from a present that I got. I'm going to use this. I also found this wooden box that holds coasters. I took the coasters out, and all you need to do is attach some elastic bands. So the thicker elastic bands are going to make a lower sound, and the looser ones are going to make a lower sound, and then the tighter ones are going to make a higher sound. So I'm just going to play these for you so you can hear the difference, and then I'll string up the other one too. And that's interesting. Both yellow ones make the same note, and the green one makes a lower note. So I'm going to string some up on this box, and for this one you can put as many as 10. I think you could fit 10 on here. And that's a skinny one, and it's pretty tight. And I'm going to do a looser one. And we'll just see the different sounds that we can make. So you can use any kind of box for this, even a Tupperware or a plastic dish. Let's have a listen to this one. Oh, you can make a really nice tune with this. So something else that you could do with your guitar is you could make a neck for it. So I have here an old paint stirrer, and with some help, you could attach this. If you have some hot glue, you could attach this to the back so that you could hold your guitar. And you probably would want to put the strings the other way, just like that, so you could play it. And you can decorate it any way that you like. So the next instrument is going to be a drum, which again, you can use any container in your house as long as it has a lid and your parents will let you use it. This is a drum that was made a long time ago. This is an old mayonnaise tin that I got from a supermarket. And you can see it's got this mark here to tell you where to play the drum. And you can play your drum with a wooden spoon, or you might have a mallet from another toy. This one has a surprise inside that makes the sound a little bit deeper. I'm going to show it to you. My son made this about 5 years ago. Oh, I'm going to be careful. Inside is a giant spring. And he made the spring out of a hanger, a clothes hanger. And he had some help with it because he shaped it into a spiral. But the spring adds a little bit to the sound. So another way you can make a drum, if you have some leftover balloons from a birthday party, you can make a drum out of a can. And so this is where we like to recycle some of our cans. In French, it's called le recyclage. So this is a great way to use what you have at home to have some fun. I have an old balloon from a party, and I'm gonna open it up. You know what? This balloon is really, really tight. I have a feeling I'm gonna need to find a smaller can. I have an olive can here that's a little bit smaller. I'm just gonna cut a little bit more off. Let me see if we can get this one on. And I'm gonna stretch it as much as I can. There we go. And then I'm going to secure it with an elastic band to make sure it stays on. Remember, the tighter the balloon is, the higher the sound's going to be. So we have this. What should we play with? Oh, that makes a really nice sound. I wonder what else we could use. Let's see if the spoon works. Spoon works too. All right, and so this you can decorate any way that you like. You can get some really nice paper, cut out the paper and wrap it around and tape it, or you could paint it. That would be really great, but there's a drum for you. All right, the other thing that you can make is a shaker. So you can use any container in the house and just fill it full of dry things. You can use rice. You can use quinoa. I have over here some popcorn. Let's just see what that sounds like. This is just a lunch container. You don't need to put in a lot because there's a lot of grains in there. They're going to bang around and make a sound. Take it high, take it low. And you can get a different sound depending on what you use. That is kind of like a sound, but if you want to make a softer sound, like a shh sound, you can use something smaller. So these are tiny little grains. They're called flax seeds. And I'm just going to use an old vitamin container for this one. And what might help you get the seeds inside is something called a funnel. Here's my funnel. I'm actually going to use the spoon. So if you use something that's smaller, it's going to make a much softer sound. You can also use sand. Le sable. En français. Let's see what this sounds like. It's not very loud. I could make it louder. I'm going to add something bigger, and it's going to make a lot more sound. I'm going to use some chickpeas. Les pois chiches. And see how that changes the sound. just going to show you what they look like. They're quite a bit bigger and they're dry. So that added quite a bit of sound. I also found this in the house. This was off of a bunny from Easter. So I'm just going to tie this on and see what it sounds like. Wow, it adds a bell sound. It's lovely. C'est très joli. Okay, and the last instrument is going to be a kazoo. And you can make a kazoo two ways with wax paper. I'm going to show you how to do that right now. So you might have some wax paper in your house. It's used in baking sometimes. And all you need to do is get a comb, une peigne, wrap the wax paper around the comb, and then dry your lips. And then you're going to make a do-do-do sound next to the comb. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do-do-do. The other way that you can make it is with a toilet paper roll. So you want to take your wax paper, cut it a pretty big square, and then wrap it around your toilet paper roll. And the thing that makes the sound with these instruments is the paper is vibrating. So I know that we did this in class when I showed you how the strings vibrate on the ukulele and how the strings vibrate in the piano. So all you do is take this and attach it on. And again, you can decorate this any way you want. You can use markers, you can use paper, you can use stickers, you can use paint, and then just go do-do-do-do into the end. Et c'est tout. Okay, so I hope you have fun making shakers. And again, use what's in your house. Make sure that you ask your parents if it's okay. Go in your recycling bin, and you can literally fill anything with a lid with some dried food. Like, here's another one that I could use. This is something that keeps a lemon fresh. So I could just fill it full of stuff. So sometimes you might want to put some tape on it to keep the food inside so it doesn't go everywhere. But have fun. And if you do make any instruments, please show us with a video and send them in, and we'll put them on the wall. Okay? Bonne journée à tous. Have a wonderful day. And tu me manques beaucoup. I miss you all. And we'll see you later. Au revoir.